Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in black, but actually in green. Miss me? But you want to kiss me now? I have been away revolutionizing myself. That's how revolutionary it is. Moved to the jungle in preparation for whatever's coming, but more importantly, preparing myself, meditating, zenning myself out so I can focus in these times where focus is the name of the game and seconds are worth billions. So if you're here and you're freaking the fuck out and you're getting FOMO and doing emotional things, you're not meditating enough, love. What you should do is move to the middle of the fucking jungle. Okay? Center yourself and understand you're not missing any trains. So if you're feeling FOMO, if you are shiny object syndroming this thing where you're just seeing things pump and you just want to run into them, or if you feel like it's too late, or you're somebody in the markets and you're like, shit, this is a lot of money, what do I do with it? We're going to cover all that. We're going to go through the big macro picture to show you, hey, what's the long time frame, medium time frame, short time frame assets, what to do with it, if you have XRP, where to throw your yacht party, all that. So let's get into it. 3 big mistakes you're going to make right now. You're either in the markets and you're probably just going to ride it all the way up and ride it all the way back down. Or you're outside of the markets and you're going to run in because there's FOMO, because everybody thinks it's just good times ahead. Or like I said, you're going to get shiny object syndrome and start chasing coins which are pumping and not just sticking to your strategy and your play. You're going to start acting emotionally. Or you're going to feel like it's too late, I've missed the whole thing, and you're just sitting there watching Bitcoin and you think this whole bull run is done. That's just not how the game works. In this time, we're seeing a dynamic play out where Bitcoin and Solana and a few of these solid assets have gone on their runs. The vast majority of the market has chilled out. And yes, there's thunderstorms in the back. If you hear that, congratulations. Welcome to Bali. You're also going to feel this zero fucks given energy from me because I'm retired. Okay, I'm done. I'm not consulting people on crypto anymore. If we've been working together, we'll still get you to the other side. But anybody new, sorry, I'm too expensive. But more importantly, I'm focusing on the bigger missions in life. But still going to make sure you're taken care of because you've been here for a long time. So just know I love you. But those are the mistakes. Feeling like I'm screwed. How do you deal with FOMO? How do you deal with shiny object syndrome? Here's what you do. You get a journal, okay? You get one of these on Tokopedia. You can put your logo on the front if you want. Write in the journal how you're feeling today. Write in the journal how you're feeling 3 months from now, and I'm going to show you why. And understand that psychological control of not running into the market when everything is pumping is going to be more valuable than any amount of money that you make, because that's how you make the money, okay? What is the market telling us? What's macro telling us? The macro is telling us, look, year-end greed is at 93. Extreme greed. Is that when I buy? No, that's when I take profits. If I'm sitting on the sidelines, is that when I rush in? No. August 5th is when I made big purchases because there was a huge volatility. I told everybody I'm making big purchases. Now, if that's your way, you might have bought it then. Looking back, August 5th was the bottom. Okay? 60% I put into the market, 40% keeping it on the side. Now remember, there's a separate portfolio for the fund and separate portfolio for myself. My entire portfolio is XRP. I've always said that. And now you can see the reason why, because we're going to the fucking moon, right? So that 40% cash that's sitting on the side, here's the reason why. Because looking forward, first of all, insiders are still dumping their stocks, and they're dumping massive amounts of them. 2.7 billion here, 3 billion here, 3 billion here, to a measly 2.3 billion there. Those are, cheap. 2.3 billion here. Somebody bought $10 billion of one stock, which is Public Storage, which is a storage company. That is a recessionary sign to me, that somebody's buying up insane amounts of stock of a storage company, expecting that people are going to need to store a lot of stuff. People store stuff when they go bankrupt or homeless. To me, that looks like this is a homeless play, which means it's a recession play. Could that be wrong? Almost. Who knows? Now, our thesis has always been that when they print money, that's when we move. Still hasn't changed. This blue line is how much interest they owe on their debts. By they, I mean the Federal Reserve. Let me unplug this thing, make sure it doesn't freak out in that thunderstorm. Blue line is how much interest they owe. White line is how much money they print and put onto their balance sheet. Yellow line is an extra line we like to confuse you with because we like a lot of fucking lines. You know, everything is on the line here. The yellow line is how much money the U.S. government has in their wallet. Previous times when right? Facts. When their balance sheet was going down and their debts were going up, that happened for some time and there was a divergence, and then all of a sudden, boom, the vid of the co happened. A lot of people coughed, and they used that as an excuse to print an insane amount of money to pay their own debts. That's just how central banks work. This time, they're running out of money again. We go parabolic in the printing. What do you think is going to happen? They're going to use an excuse to print money. The excuse needs to be something big and scary, bigger than the entire world shutting down. That's a big excuse. What that is, we don't know, but that's still the event that's likely to play out. But has the bull run really started? No. Bitcoin has gone on a bull run. Solana has done well. A few assets have done well, but the vast majority of the market hasn't moved. So the real bull run starts when they print money and dump it into the markets. Now, they don't just print money and put it into the markets. Otherwise, you would get rich. They scare the fuck out of you because you're a tourist. That's called a tourist shakeout. They scare the fuck out of you. First, they pump the markets, like now, get you to FOMO in and run in because you think you're going to miss some invisible train. Then they dump the markets and scare the shit out of you as you watch your portfolio go from $100,000 to like $70,000, 70% down. And then you run for the hills with your $30,000 and go to your therapist to get trauma healing. And then you never want to touch crypto again. That is when they print the money, and that is when the assets really run. Same thing, COVID. I could have not paid you to buy Bitcoin in COVID. Okay, I begged people to do it. Nobody did it. That's why I don't beg anymore. I'm like, fuck you, buy it or don't. Nobody cares. Okay. You're going to get a lot more of this zero fucks given energy as well. So welcome to the club. This printing though, they be straight fucking printing, dog. They're gonna fucking print from like fucking 2025 all the way out to like fucking 2027. You know what I'm saying? That's fucked. There's a very high likelihood that this bull run will be an extended bull run, that it won't just be this 4-year cycle. It'll have these pumps and crashes like we're already going through. But I think people will get faked out around end of 2025 when they think this bull run's done and there is a major crash. We are going to ride this liquidity wave all the way through. But has it started? No, it has not. When you're looking at the liquidity side of things, okay, this is what liquidity has done. Yellow line, liquidity. Blue line, or the normal weird looking candles, Bitcoin. This is what a bull market looks like. COVID, liquidity goes up, Bitcoin goes up, everybody's happy, everything makes sense. This is what a fake out looks like, where liquidity goes in one direction, Bitcoin goes in another direction. Yes, when liquidity pumps, Bitcoin pumps. When liquidity dumps, Bitcoin dumps with a 10-week delay. Okay, liquidity topped out here. 9 weeks later, Bitcoin topped out here. Liquidity bottomed out here. 11 weeks later, Bitcoin bottomed out here. Okay, and technically, this is where the crypto market bottomed out. Bitcoin made a bit of a move. Liquidity topped out here. Then Bitcoin should top out somewhere around here. It's not perfect. Could be 11 weeks, could be 12 weeks. But at least liquidity has been going down. Bitcoin has been going up. Money printing hasn't happened. All of us are convinced that we're going to go to the moon. You know why it's just Bitcoin pumping and their assets pumping? It's because Wall Street is pumping it to convince you to get into the markets at the top, like they always do. Have a lot of the other assets pumped? No. So, okay, with this liquidity turnaround means that there's a very high likelihood that there is going to be some kind of a big correction. Now, have I been wrong before? Definitely. I've been more wrong than right in my life. I've failed so many times in my life that I know how to lose. That's the only way to win, okay? But here's another reflection. Boom, we just dropping facts on you. Remember that there's a bunch of stuff that I can't show publicly. The stuff that I show privately is available in the Telegram chat that's in the group, in the link below. And I lied, it's not a chat. It is a channel where you can't chat with me. because in order to chat with me, you have to know somebody who knows somebody, and if you don't know somebody, sorry, I have no time to waste on just talking to random people. You got to be friends. Otherwise, please follow along with this, or don't. Nobody cares. The public version of this liquidity that I can show is black line, liquidity 6-week change. Orange line, Bitcoin 6-week change. If you ask me what 6-week change is, I won't tell you. You can sign up for the consulting that I don't do anymore, unless you're willing to pay $50,000 for it, in which case I'll consider coming out of retirement to tell you what 6-week change is. Regardless, this line says, before 2025, liquidity falls off of a cliff. Certain owners of the world have said something major happens before 2025. Bitcoin is pumping out to here, it's going to correct. Liquidity says we're going to go as low as when we were in the 2022 bear market or 2018 bear market. Now, am I saying we're going to go down, Bitcoin's going to go down to the level of the bear market? No, that's not what I'm saying. Liquidity is going to drop in a precipitous way to those levels. That doesn't mean Bitcoin goes down to those levels. If Bitcoin pulls back to 70K, people will freak out. If it goes back to anything, if it goes back to below its previous all-time high, which was like, 69K or 70K or whatever, that's when shit goes bananas and people freak out and will probably sell, right? But liquidity says something major is coming. Okay. Now, fear and greed peaked. Do I buy? No. Liquidity says a correction's coming. Do I buy now? No. If I have assets, I take profits. What does that look like? So, first of all, in these drops, altcoins always bleed harder. Yes, we use a lot of blood-based philosophy. No, we're not blood-drinking elites. Yes, we are crypto heads, where going down means bleeding. On the way up, it's God candles. It's divine or blood, basically. So, altcoins will bleed harder in the crash than Bitcoin, right? There's a lot of assets that are bottomed out. So when you actually want to look at what's happening in the rest of the market and not watch the magician's hand, here's a great chart to look at. It's called the others chart. Okay? Others means the market cap for all the coins other than the top 10 coins. Right now, the market cap for the crypto market is around a $3 trillion market cap. The top 10 coins are oh God, burping on the thing. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Not sorry. 90% of the market cap is in the top 10 coins right now. The bottom bajillion fafillion coins are all at a $322 billion market cap now. Have they moved? A decent bit. Yeah, they made this move. Have they gone on this kind of a run that actually denotes a bull run? Absolutely not, love. Again, that happens when liquidity is truly pumped into markets, and that hasn't happened. Okay, so calm down, relax. You're not missing any boats. You're just an emotional person that probably should not be in the crypto markets, and you should just stop. Or meditate. There's always a plus to that. But okay. That's the big picture. I know what you want me to do. You just want me to go look at XRP. Relax. I'll go look at XRP. Now, I don't like to say I told you so. What I would like to say is, duh. Like this was the most obvious, stupidest, easiest trade that I've ever made in my life, and my goal was always to make sure that I don't lose all my money, and that's why I just sat in it for a long period of time, and waiting for the God candle to happen, and that's what happened. A God candle, and God, it's been a candle to the point where I'm retiring and not giving a fuck and doing whatever I want to do now. Yeah, we were breaking out of this triangle. I couldn't pay anybody to buy XRP. Shitcoin. God candle, Amazon announces a partnership. Next God candle, I wouldn't be surprised if the X in X.com is to connect it to XRP, because X actually has a very significance in the lives of the significant lives of the significant people who consider themselves to be more significant than those that are already significant. God candle, right? Now, we're going to look at what specifically to do about it. If you're somebody who's sitting outside and missed this train, I can't help you anymore. I told you 1,000 times I'm doing this. I can't tell you what to do. Hello, I'm taking one bet with my entire fucking life, and it's the lowest risk, highest reward bet I can make. Okay, if by that point you don't hear it, you're lost. Leave. There's an unsubscribe button underneath. Unsubscribe, put a thumbs down, and make sure you block this channel. Now, this triangle move, what's the target? Well, if we go above $1.62, basically all resistances are broken. Guess what we just did? We just went up and tapped it. There's the all-time high resistance, but there's barely any volume up there. Once we break past 275, it's basically, open skies. Once we go past $3.30, we don't have much time left. So here is the way I look at it. It's called the Fibonacci moving averages. This is part of Steve's indicators, and this is Steve's hybrid indicator underneath. Steve from Crypto Crew University, who is a legend, fucking legend. All right. In history, XRP goes to the top of its Fibonacci range, pulls back. Then it ranges for years and pisses you off and makes you think you're the biggest idiot on the planet. Then it just goes on God candle movements, goes to the top of the fib level, pulls back. Goes past the top of the fib, pulls back. Goes past the top of the fib and pulls back. How many legs is it going to do? I don't know. Am I going to wait? I'm definitely not. This time around, it's taken off from this line. It's already broken through true fib levels. Once it goes to $5, I'm taking a huge chunk of XRP out, because XRP moves at times when the rest of the market is either standstill or kind of in this place where Bitcoin's pumped, a bunch of coins are starting to move. It just makes a God candle. It moves in 3 to 4 week timelines. This was basically 1 to 2 major weeks. This move was 4 weeks. Remember, this is a weekly timeline that I'm looking at. This move was 4 weeks. This move was basically 4 weeks. So let's assume that it does a 4-week move. 1 week is done. Second week's happening now. Regardless, the moment I hit $5, I'm taking a big chunk out. Could that be 70% of the XRP holdings? Sure. Just depends on what it does. I leave a 30% moon bag. If it goes well beyond what I'm expecting, that's fine. If I buy it at 50 cents and I go to $5, that's 10 times the amount of money. That is a lot of money. Doesn't matter how much money you put in. 10xing your money in 4 weeks. Yeah, make sure you take some off the top. So here's the strategy. Here's a strategy. I put it in at 50. Let's say I put in $100,000 at 50 cents. When my money doubles, so my $100,000 says $200,000. Now XRP I bought at 50 cents is at $1. I'm happy to take out 20% of my initial investment out of the market. Remember, I put in $100,000. Now it goes to $200,000. I take out 20% of the $100,000 worth of XRP. That should be about 10% of your XRP. Then when my $200,000 goes to $300,000, now it's triple. I take out 20% of my initial investment still. I put in $100,000, I already took out 20. At $300,000, I take out another $20,000. That's about 7% of the XRP. Goes to $400,000. I take out another $20,000. Now I have $60,000 here, and since it was $400,000 and I took out 60, I have $340,000 in the markets. Wow, ridiculous. And that's only at a 4x, which means at $2, your 50-cent XRP at $2 should have that much money. I will do that until I get to that 5th profit-taking point, because I've taken 20% out 5 times. That gives me all my money back. Okay, that's the way I like to not lose whatever I put in, because that's blood, sweat, and tears. What's in the market now, around that range, anybody who's not an idiot, once you 5x your money, it's a good idea to take another chunk out. 100 grand, got 100 grand out at 5x. God, I'm now at $500,000 plus 100 grand. That's $600,000. I don't care who you are. That's a lot of money. At that point, I'd be happy to take out a bigger chunk again. Maybe it's $100,000. Maybe it's $200,000. Depends on how greedy of a person you are. If you don't do any of these things, you're a greedy motherfucker, and you're going to lose all your money, because that greed is the biggest reason why you never get rich in the first place. Fear is actually the biggest reason. Greed is the reason in bull markets. But let's say, I get in at 50 cents. I go up to $2.50. It's a lot of money. I'll follow this strategy of 20% out. At that point, I set a target where I say at this point, I'm going to take a big chunk out of the markets. Once it reaches $5 and it's 10 times the amount of money that I put in initially, or you get the idea, you've taken pieces out along the way, blah, blah, blah. You still have 71% of the assets left if you follow this strategy, and at 5 times you take out 20% of the initial capital. You have 71% of your XRP still compounding in the markets. When I'm at $5, I bet Elon will do an announcement. XRP is part of it. Everybody will start begging me to run into XRP. I'm watching the Real Vision groups to see how many mentions there are. I'm asking the Grok X AI, Twitter AI, how many mentions there are to be able to keep track of, okay, what is the interest, right? At that point, I take a big chunk out of the markets because I need cash to buy the next dip. I am not married to XRP. I am single, okay? I am not this. I don't care what this thing is going to do. I just care that it makes me 10 times the money this early in a bull run, so I have 10 times the money to put into the market. That was always my strategy, and it's playing out beautifully. Now, yeah, that's the idea. Now, could it go up to that range and then pull back, do this, and then go on another leg? Yeah, XRP has done that. That's just how it moves. Will I be happy when it does this and I miss out on these things? No. But am I worried about the money I don't make, or do I worry about the money I do make, right? Now, another thing I could do is I could take profits when it goes up here, pull out 70% of the amount. When it comes down and stabilizes, because XRP likes to make these triangles and then pops, when it comes down and stabilizes and makes a triangle, I could go in and buy. So it's like I could sell my XRP for whatever, 68 cents and buy it for 30 cents. That means I could use half the cash to buy back the same amount of XRP. And then, so now I took out 7x. I use half of that to buy back all my XRP. Now I still have the same amount of XRP. And I take the rest of it and go buy a bunch of other stuff. If you're an XRP believer and you're really here to like stick it out. And the thing is, XRP is now going to be revealed as one of the core financial assets that are going to be necessary for the future financial system, for the BRICS, for everybody. And you're going to see how much work the adults have been doing in the background while these toddlers in the crypto space, like fucking Vitalik, dancing around like a little, I don't want to talk shit. He's a great guy, but you get the idea. The children have been, playing in the little crypto sandboxes while the adults of Ripple have been building the world's infrastructure with all the R letter names that you can imagine. There's a very high likelihood that within these next few years, XRP gets shown as the asset that is going to be at the center of it. So I am going to keep my exposure open to XRP, which means I'm always going to hold a position of XRP, a bag of XRP, so that it goes to some insane number. It's fine. The other thing I'm doing is I'm denominating myself in XRP. I am not trying to make Bitcoin. That's like making gold. That's good. That's cute. I'm trying to make XRP, which is the global reserve asset, right? If I make more XRP each cycle, great. So there's a strategy for you. Now, there is the trend-based stop loss strategy, which says you should have a stop loss that follows these things up. For that, you need a trend. And XRP's trend looks like this: 100% straight up, 100% straight down. There's no line to draw. It's just a straight line, so that part doesn't work. Yeah, that's one reflection, right? There's also this reflection. Like, you can see that Steve's hybrid indicators, whenever we've had those insane tops, they go above this level, right? So when we tap that level, like back here, it was only up to here, but when we tap that level, again, that's another signal. Will I tell you about it? If I feel like it, to be honest. I'm just kidding. I'll tell you about it. Don't worry. You'll see me dancing at that point. Also, like, how am I feeling during this time? How am I reacting during this time? I'm chilling, bro. I'm in the jungle picking my own mulberries and meditating and doing calisthenics and Muay Thai, right? And then for fun, I sit down and I'll pull up the 15-minute XRP chart and watch it like a sport, but emotionless, because in this time, the numbers don't matter. If the numbers woo you, then you, my love, still haven't figured out the game. Like, it doesn't matter. I will rejoice the day that amount turns into a stable coin and comes back into a bank account. Yes, there'll be a party. I'm just happy that this is playing out for a lot of the people that actually, have been on this journey with me for a long time. Love you all. Hopefully you made those decisions on your own volition, which, I know everybody did who I've spoken to. And the fact that it's playing out this early, I'm super happy. Okay, so that part I'm there. Now, so make a bunch of profits here. Great. Then what? In the crash, go in and buy. I am going to do this. Remember, I don't say anything to you. If you lose all your money doing whatever you're doing, your fault. Okay? This is not even advice. This is just me talking to myself, and there's a mic that you can hear. At that point, what I do is I take these profits that I made, which is like house money, or I guess if you're taking out your initial capital, that's your hard-earned money. I take it and I deploy it down the risk curve, which means XRP was the safest bet that I could make that would make money like this. Now that I've made that money in a safe place, I then go down and buy things that are lower market cap. I'll tell you now, I'm looking at buying Solana, Sui, Near, and Render. Those are the 4 plays I'm looking at. Link is another safe one that I would love to dip into. I don't know how it's going to go. But that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the vast majority of those profits and redeploy them into these safe plays because they've performed well. They're being talked about by all the money managers, and they just have a good future going forward. Should you buy them? No, you'll lose all your money because you're not me. You probably have a life. You probably have children. You probably, have better things to do than stare at a 15-minute chart. So, obviously, you've heard this before. Now, 10 to 30% of the profits I'm going to put into meme coins. For me personally, 30%. For somebody who's a level-headed human, at least 10% get put into meme coins. My favorite meme coins right now, Popcat, Whiff, Bonk, and that one that I forgot. No, it's Giga, which is Giga Chad. I want to support some masculinity. So 10 to 30% goes over there. 70 to 90% goes into these safe plays. I probably still have a bag of XRP left, or I might still have a bag of whichever assets I bought left. Now I'm spread out again, right? Now I ride the rest of the bull. When they start printing money, I chill. At that point, I'm relaxed and I'm ready to ride the rocket, and I'm more focused on not bleeding things too early, not taking too many profits too early. Still, I will implement that strategy. If I buy something, it doubles, I take out a piece, 20% of the initial capital, triples, I take out another. That strategy is always there. That's the I don't want to lose my hard-earned money because my wife will kill me and I will get a divorce strategy. Yeah, hopefully that was English. So now, let's just go down the list because I know that's what you want next. Stop crying, relax, all right? If you made it this far, and this is a lot of alpha, you're even fucking lucky I'm doing this. Because I'll be honest, once you go full feral and you have everything of your own and you don't need money anymore, I realized I haven't needed money for a long time. I was just running in place just because I enjoyed all this stuff. And now I'm just like, dude, I'm done. I'm too old for this shit. I'm going to go do farm scent. I'm just going to enjoy watching the people that we've been working with make the money that they do. And, do this stuff because I enjoy it. So I'm not taking on any more clients. And if you don't know that I was taking clients, exactly. I've never advertised the business, but I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm chilling. All right. Let's stop talking shit. Okay, Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin bounced off its lowest fib and has gone up and is getting close to its orange fib. It went to its red fib before. It went to its green fib here. It going to its orange fib this time makes sense. It's diminishing returns. Fantastic performance on Bitcoin. Whoever's been holding Bitcoin, amazing. I'm sure you're just going to ride it up to 100K. You're going to ride it back down to 70 or 50 or wherever it goes. Then you're probably going to ride it up to 120. And you're probably going to ride it back down again. And you're just going to hodl your way until you're 65 and your knees hurt and money doesn't have any point anymore. Congratulations. I'm just kidding. Bitcoin is the god. It's doing fantastic, but it's around this fib level. Do I buy it here? No. Should I have bought it back here? Yes. Can I? No. Should I cry? No. Ethereum. Ethereum is still closer to its lower levels. Is it a good time to buy? It's not the worst time to buy, but it's not a great time to buy. Do I buy it at that level? No. Do I want to buy Ethereum now? No. Like there's a whole bunch. I'm not even going to buy Ethereum. Why? Because you want to buy Ethereum. I only buy the things you hate. Do you hate XRP? I will put all my money into it. Do you love it now? I will sell it to you. Okay? That is literally the entire game. Do the thing everybody calls you an idiot for. If people call you a genius for buying Bitcoin, you know. Come on, you know. You're not a genius. None of us are geniuses. We're just idiots acting like we're smart, and we're faking it until we don't make it. XRP, yeah. Do I buy it now? I don't chase FOMO pumps. Could it go up? Yes. Could it go down? Yes. Could it go sideways? Yes. What does that mean? Figure it out, my love. Now, a different way to look at it is looking at it versus Bitcoin, denominated in Bitcoin. XRP is about as low as you're going to get it, denominated in Bitcoin for a long time, right? So in this reflection, is it a good price? Yes. In this reflection, dollar denominated way, is it a good price? It's halfway through its leg. I don't chase things. Never chase a rocket, because you are not one. XLM, moving right alongside XRP. It's almost at its green fib. Do I buy now? No. Am I taking profits on it? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. Solana. Okay, what does Solana do? Goes up to its top fib, pulls back, top fib, pulls back. It's almost like these algorithms have Fibonacci levels built in, and they use the Fibonacci levels to trade. Almost. If you're like Sim, my charts don't look like that. You must be looking at it in this way. But you're like, oh, look, it bumped again. No, that's not how you look at prices in this space. You go to log scale. So Solana goes up to the red fib and pulls back. It's gone up to the green and pulled back. Could it go up to the red and pull back? This cycle, almost certainly. Am I buying it here? Absolutely not. I'm waiting for a pullback. Why? Because you're not. I'm waiting for a pullback. Why? Because everybody's not waiting for a pullback. Everybody's FOMOing in right now. So I do the opposite. I'm taking profits right now, like we did in March. People just don't listen. TON, do I buy it here? No. It's above its all-time high. Could it make a run? Yes. Am I chasing that train? No. Matic. This is how I buy Ethereum. Do I buy Ethereum directly? No. Layer 2 Matic is using Ethereum, but way better, more development, all that stuff. Matic, where did I buy it? Bought it right here. August 5th, major crash, bought it right there. Is it above? Yes, it's in profit. Do I buy it now? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. Do I dollar cost average in now? Yeah. Do I buy it here? Yeah. Like, is it going to go way lower than its bare, it literally launched here, guys. It launched at this price. It's almost near its launch price. Am I happy to buy it now? Sure. If you're a FOMO person, am I happy to buy it now? Fine. Nobody's gonna knock you for it. Is it close to its lowest fib? Yes. It didn't even go up. Maybe it's just this exchange that is showing, but it didn't even go up to its top fib. Right? Is it a good price? Yes. Have I already bought it? Yes. Near, the one that I'm talking about buying in the future. It's kind of midway. Am I waiting for a pullback? Yeah. I'm happy to buy this one in the pullback. That's why I'm waiting. Atom. Did I buy it? Yes. Where did I buy it? Right here. Let me show you. Let me put a line. People are like, you can't buy the bottom of a market. No, love. You can't buy the bottom of a market. Don't make it this we thing. Okay? Bought it right there. Right at the tippity bottom, basically. Could there be another bottom? Sure. Am I happy with that entry? Absolutely. Is it below the fib levels? Absolutely. Do I start buying it now? I don't chase pumps. You like chasing pumps? Not a bad price. Are you missing a train? I'm not buying it at these. I'm just not buying these kind of candles. I just philosophically and fundamentally look at these candles and I go, can I take profits from these candles? Am I buying it? No. Is it a good price? Yes. What should you do? I don't know. You tell me, love. I'm not working for you anymore. I'm not working for anybody anymore. That's another thing. If you work for yourself, if you're watching this and you're an entrepreneur and you work for yourself, you realize you work way harder for yourself than you do for any company. And you get this like demon in your head that's always like, oh, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. And then you know what happens? I'm 35 and I've spent 20 years of my life, day in and day out, no weekends, no nothing, didn't have family, and focused on growth. I spent my 20s, my 30s, half of my 30s, 100% focused on my mission. And I'm sitting here now, right? I've gotten all the people through this bullshit that I wanted to get across. And if you haven't prepared by now and you're jumping in now, it's too late. Not in the crypto markets. I'm just saying as the world melts down, if you haven't prepared yourself, it's too late. So my mission feels like it's done. Okay? I'm coming to the completion of this promise. And I'm like, man, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my days. So we get philosophical quick here. DOT. Where did I buy it? Right here. That's what we call the tippity bottom. Why did I buy it? I told you why I bought it. If you didn't watch that video, that's your loss, my love. Okay? You got to figure this out. Chop, chop. What the fuck you been? Is it up? Yes. Is it a good price to buy? No, it's not a bad price to buy. Do I chase candles? You know the whole spiel. Again, good price. Is it a good price to buy? Yes. Have you looked at it? Probably not. You've probably been looking at meme coins. Don't lie. You like dogs and cats and bats and hats. Chainlink, not a bad price. Chainlink has a lot of stuff ahead. Chainlink is as elite as it gets. What does it do? Top fib level, top fib level, you know the game. Where could it go? $100, probably a few $100s. Am I buying now? No. Come on, man. Every answer is no. I'm selling now. Algorand. Was it a great price? Not a bad price. Again, with all of these things, you got to zoom out, right? It's like, what price am I getting this thing at? I'm getting it at 30 cents, and it's been as high as $3. So just a 10x to get back to its all-time high. Is that great? Yes. But if you buy it because of FOMO, you'll lose all your money because you are emotionally tuned in to the wrong vibrational frequency. And you will, if you're emotionally tuned in to buy now, then you will be emotionally tuned in to sell when the candles get red. Therefore, you will lose money. At least that's what statistics say. Okay. But Algo, fantastic price. Aave, fair price. AVAX, good price. Does it have a lot of potential? Red, yes. Red, yes. Red, boom, 210, 43, not bad. Okay, I'm not going to go through all these. Sui, the one that I'm looking at. Launched here, went to $1, making all-time highs. Am I buying it now? Fuck no. Am I chasing trains that leave? I can't. I'm a human. I don't chase trains. Like, they come their own schedule, right? Another one's always coming. Will I buy it when it pulls back? Yeah. Why? Because Raul and his people are going full beans into it. He's on the committee for this. So I've just learned to buy what that guy buys, to be honest. Solana, so I'm going to buy, remember I said Solana, Sui. Solana I'm going to buy because I'm just waiting to buy Solana for a pullback. Sui, it's one of the new coins in this cycle, so I'm happy to take a risk on that. I know you quant heads want me to look at quant. Quant, I'm happy to even buy at these prices. I would dollar cost average into quant, and just keep doing that until like January, February if we look at liquidity, because these are great prices for us to buy it. Quant, I don't know if it launched here, probably just this exchange, but Quant is one of those silent sleepers that nobody talks about. And Cello is one that I've heard about a lot in certain circles, which, circles, that nobody knows about. Putting it out there. H-bar, crushing it. H-bar is on the XRP train. All these coins, Quant, H-bar, XLM, XRP, Cardano, everybody's like, shit coin, and then goodbye. God candle mode, okay? What else? RWA plays, Ondo, too expensive. Checks, too expensive. XDC, not bad. XTC's Corda, so it's part of that whole network. Now, one little known insane play is Pocket. Okay, I think Pocket is really cheap right now. Pocket, full disclosure, I ran pocket nodes and we made a lot of pocket along the way, and it's in our pocket and we're keeping it in our pockets, but damn, those are some fat pockets if it goes back to its all-time highs. They did change their tokenomics here, so make sure you're not just going according to this. It's been at 45 cents, 50 cents in a very recent time. This one is a low market cap one. It's a DPIN play, which means decentralized physical infrastructure network. I'm deep in DPIN because of FarmSent, and I think this one is a sleeper. I think it goes bananas, but I think if you blindly buy it and lose all your money, I think you're an idiot. But you already knew that, The idiot part, you already knew that you're an idiot. Because, we're not geniuses. I already said that. Quit fucking relax. Jesus Christ, can't take a joke. Fuck off. Filecoin, shitcoin. Filecoin's a shitcoin. No, I'm just kidding. Filecoin's another one that changed their token, that released a lot of coins during this time. It's a DPIN play, same thing. Their file storage decentralized. Are they going to do amazing? Probably. Is it at a great price? Yes. Are we holding some in certain places? Yes. Could it do amazing? Yes. Render. This was one of the killers in this last run. I think we had an entry around like $2 or something. Yeah, it's like 250 or something. Yeah, somewhere around here was the entry. And then exit was all the way up to 13. This was March. It exited. What was the exit? It's pulled back a lot. Am I buying it right now? No. Am I going to buy it in the dip? Fuck yeah. Because this is decentralized graphics cards. Those are useful for AI, gaming, metaverse, everything. Everything is on graphics cards. And remember, let your runners run. If this one made a 6x for us, I'm happy to buy it again and see how many X's it's going to make. It's always better than any X you have. Arweave, it's not bad. Arweave's going to be a good play going forward. Okay, let's speed up. High risk plays. Jupiter. Not a bad price. Am I going to buy it? No, because I already told you the list I'm going to buy. Maybe that changes. Who knows? Orca, good price. Fair price. Pith, which is a chain link of Solana, not a bad price. Jito's a liquidity pool. That's all right. All right, now let's look at WIF. Not a bad price, at least on this exchange. Again, you're like, wait a minute, Sam, it's on the yellow. I thought you said bad price. These are meme coins, love. It's a whole different conversation here. Not a bad price. Am I going to buy in the dip? Yes. Could it come down to this blue level? Pretty likely. Bonk. Buying now? No. Pullback buy? Yes. Popcat. Buying now? Fuck no. Pullback buy? Yes. Giga. Coming down? That looks nice. Buying now? No. Pullback buy? Yes. And for you MOG heads out there, this is MOG. I don't know where this thing's pulling this data from. Those fib levels are not set up right. MOG is MOG. It MOGs a lot. Okay, so there you go. That's the coin list. Emotionally, calm down. Okay? Just action items, write a journal. Meta fucking Tate. Like I was 100% serious about this stuff, because if you're freaking out right now at the foot of this mountain, oh my God, this happened, that happened. What do you think is going to happen when they melt down the entire fucking world and your business is blowing up and your relationships are blowing? Remember during COVID, somebody's girlfriend was stuck in Germany and they're here and their relationship's going to shit. Their supplier stopped, tourism stopped, business stopped. People are going crazy. Oh my God, they're releasing tanks. Oh my God, force injections. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. And guess what crypto was doing? Moon time. While you're freaking out, it's when the action happens. If you're freaking out right now because you're like, I'm doing this, Sim told me to shit out of the markets. First of all, you're an idiot for just listening to me. Make your own fucking decisions. Go by what I do, not what I say. And even what I say, I told you, I was like, I could be wrong. Okay, great, I was wrong. Now maybe the next crash I'm wrong. What I did is I bought 60% back then. If you're freaking out, you are not going to make it. Because this crypto market volatility is the least problematic thing you're going to have to deal with. So calm down, relax, stop worrying about the trains you miss. You haven't missed the trains. Only the top 10 coins in crypto have made big moves. The bottom 3,990,000 coins have, there's 4 million coins now, by the way, if you didn't, have not done anything bananas. Meme coins and stuff, they've done a lot, but like, the real play hasn't even begun. If you're freaking out now, calm down, breathe, write a journal, don't call me. Because you got to last through this. And this amount of money, I've said it and I'll say it again, this amount of money, honey, this shit is dunny. It's not even funny, I swear to God. But this amount of money, it's not going to be sunny. Sure. So, do that. Secondly, stop waiting for me to tell you what to do. I'm going to make these videos whenever I feel like now. I'm going to make them when it's pertinent for you as well. But go build your own framework and thesis and all this stuff. I'm not Jesus. I'm Sim. Okay? Build your own thesis, have your own understanding. I've given you all these tools, given you all these resources. I said I was going to start a private community and a platform. I'm not doing that. You know how complicated it is to deal with people? I'm sorry, love you guys, but I don't want to have to deal with you. You're just going to hear from me here whenever I feel like it, and I'll go work on all the stuff that I'm doing whenever I feel like doing that. Thirdly, if you don't have a clear plan set out which already allows you to navigate these times, you're hopeless. No, I'm not going to sell you my plan. You can't even find it. I'm going to make it free and available sometime soon, but I don't know when I get around to that. If you have a plan that has told you to sit on the sidelines and wait for a pullback, then wait for a pullback. If you have a plan that says I chase green candles and I jump in and I'm emotional, then jump in. Nobody cares. If your plan says a dollar cost average, you've seen the things dollar cost average into. I am just patiently waiting. The biggest mistake I've always made in the crypto markets, every time, it was always I did the thing too early. Every time. It has never been I waited too late. That's why I'm happy to wait. Because every time it was like I bought in too early. I sold too early. I'm happy to do things early because, it's good. But also just controlling this need to do something and act and all this kind of stuff is like the biggest thing. Warren Buffett, when asked what is the biggest skill an investor needs to have, he said they should be able to watch paint dry. So hopefully you've been watching paint dry, and damn, this paint is drying. Great. So to all my XRP heads out there, mad respect. Okay? Mad fucking respect. That is a black belt in patience. Because you've had a black belt in patience, and hopefully you take profits now, you, my loves, are the right kind of mindset to actually keep your wealth. If you're one of these emotional people, fuck off. Okay? Anyways, I'm going to go back to doing my mud bath. I'll see you, maybe I won't, with love. Das Vidanya.